Hello farmers, welcome back to the channel. This is a place for agricultural business owners looking for ways to make profit from their agricultural business and also thinking of starting up an agri-business. And today I'm back with another video for the channel. So for some time now I've been talking about cassava farming, how you can start cassava farming, the cost of setting up an hectare of cassava farm. If you've not seen any of these videos, make sure you check them out. Today is like a dialogue, a discussion on why cassava farmers are poor. I've discovered that majority of people that want to go into farming for the first time, they usually go for cassava farming, and at the end of the day they opt out. And even most of the farmers I know, rural farmers I know, they are cassava farmers and they are not making money. At least with their way of life, I'm seeing that they are not making money compared to yam farmers. People that cultivate yam, you see in them or the way they look or the way they present themselves that there is money in this yam business. But for cassava farmers, I cannot say the same. So I'm asking myself, why are cassava farmers poor? Now, before you say, oh, Julie, that was your conclusion, they are not poor. I was once a cassava farmer, not once. I still have my hectares of cassava farm, but I abandoned it, to be honest. I decided not to do it. I think I've shared my story here on the lessons I learned on cassava farming. I abandoned the farm. And it's not because I don't understand the value chain. I just feel cassava farming takes time, and the return is not the way I envisage it to be. Don't get me wrong, people are making money from it, but it's not that heavy money like other crops. I'm a farmer, I'm a consultant, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm on field. I've mingled with local farmers a lot to know that they are not making money from this thing. So my question today is, why are cassava farmers poor? Or maybe I shouldn't use the word poor. Why are cassava farmers not making enough money like the energy that they put in? I think that's how I should phrase it. They put in a lot of energy and they are not making money from it. First of all, what I think, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is like a discussion for us. First of all, what I think is maybe they are not utilizing the whole value chain. But I have a friend that is a cassava farmer, and it was one that taught me how to make starch from cassava, like edible starch, industrial starch. We are doing all these things on his farm, and at the end of the day, though our main production there when I was assisting him was gari, and we are not making money from gari compared to the inputs. Now we get people that will come and help us to harvest cassava. We get people that will help us to pick cassava. We get people that will help us to grind the cassava. We get people that will help us to fry it into gari. We pay all these people, and at the end of the day, the amount which we sell a bag of gari, we are not even making the profits. And this man, at a point in his life, he had to quit that farm. Should we say is not because, should we say he does not know the market value or what? I don't understand. And that's what I'm bringing to the channel. I really want us to discuss this thing. If you're a cassava farmer here and you're really making the money out of cassava farming, please give us some strategies that might work for people here. Me, I've hands off cassava farming, but let me give you some points or some tips that I feel might be going wrong. When I was not making money, or why I was not making money, was because my target audience then were the wrong people. I'm just beginning to discover that right now. My target audience then were the wrong people. In the east, we produce more of yellow gari, and everybody eats yellow gari. Yellow gari is cheaper in the east. Yes, and everybody is doing the yellow gari. So once you produce your yellow gari, the price of gari will drop in the market because everybody has yellow gari. But compared to the southwest here, where yellow gari is very, very expensive, know your location, know what your location needs. Okay, my location, I already know that this yellow gari, maybe I should be taking it to another state instead of selling it in my location. There's a woman that comes from Port Harcourt to come and get gari from us. That woman is the one making money out of us. And that's because then I've not understood you selling to the location that needs it. And from Delta State, Benin has gari, yellow gari, Onitsha has yellow gari, Asaba has yellow gari, Warri eats yellow gari. So you see the number of people producing this yellow gari is much compared to the people that are buying it. Everybody have yellow gari in their house and it's cheap. But there are some locations that they don't produce it, like Lagos don't produce it. We need to send down to them. I think that's one thing I have learned. Know the location, know what your location needs. If it needs for you to export it, export it. Same goes for akpu. When you're converting your cassava to akpu is very cheap in my village. Very, very, very cheap. But before you see good akpu in Lagos, you will do like this, and it is very, very expensive. So I'm beginning to see that, okay, maybe it's my location, where I was, who I'm trying to sell to. They are not my real audience, they are not my real market. Maybe I should have taken it to my real market. Do you understand? That's what I'm beginning to understand right now. But I don't think I'm going back to cassava, to be honest. So that's one thing I discovered. Maybe I was selling to the wrong market. Then secondly, I was utilizing the value chain, like I told you guys in that video. I was utilizing all the value chain, but I think everything falls back to me selling to the wrong market. And now I've understood it, that I need to sell to the right market. I need to take it to the markets that will buy from me. Maybe I'm going to advise other people that are there too to start it, or maybe I will start sourcing from them to sell, maybe something like that. But that is one thing I have learned so far, and that I think that's a mistake that I made, and I and the other man too made. Because when we are producing starch here in Ibadan, we are producing starch in Ibadan people don't eat starch. We are trying to sell to them. It was later when I started speaking with people in Warri, I was like, you get starch and you did not send it down. But then the man has stopped, and me, I don't have cassava to do in Ibadan. My cassava farm is in Asaba, so I could not ask them to start producing cassava starch there for me. Maybe I'm going to teach them how to do starch and be selling in Warri and all those agris that eat starch. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. But like I said, it's just an open discussion. This is just an open floor. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Why are cassava farmers not making enough money that they should make compared to the energy that they put in? Please let us know in the comment section, as your suggestion, your advice, your comments will really be appreciated, and other people too can learn from it. Like I do say, I am also learning. I'm not full-blown expert. As I learn, I come here to share all my experiences. Okay, I hope you love today's topic. I hope you love this discussion. Like I said, please leave your comments in the comment section. It will be appreciated. I'm going to see you guys in my next video.